Hey, and welcome back to Media Connexus Impression Studio. Today we're going to talk about the Gallery Toolbar. If you haven't already, you should probably watch the Tell Your Story tutorial before continuing with this one. The gallery is where all your actors live. It's your stable of actors. Actors are unique to Impression Studio. They are the key to giving dynamic and compelling presentations. The top pane is the different categories of actors. Actors are the professionally designed tools you use to tell your story. Theme media are the pictures, sounds, and other media the theme designer thought would be appropriate and complementary to the theme. And presentation media is a place for you to put in your own media. To see what's in each category, just click on the buttons. The different actors and media will show up in this bottom pane. They're further organized into different tabs by the theme designer. If you want some more space here, you can just move your cursor over the border between the two panes and resize the window. Each of the different categories in the top pane have their own subcategories in the bottom window. If you want, you can reorganize the tabs in any of the categories by simply clicking on them and dragging them across to a new position. The Presentation Media category has some special things you can do with the tabs that you can't do in the Theme Designed categories. The Presentation Media category is really just for you. Impression Studio provides the standard subcategories or tabs of pictures, sounds, and videos, but you could import your own media into any tab you want. In addition to being able to move the tabs around, if I right-click on a tab, I can add an asset category and name it. I could right-click and rename it, or I could delete the category entirely. If there are any media assets in the category, you won't be able to remove the category until it's empty. I could also import an asset right here by right-clicking and choosing Import Asset. Finally, I can also just drag from any Windows Explorer window and drop it into the Gallery Toolbar. If I right-click on a media asset in the Presentation Media category, a pop-up menu provides an option for removing or deleting the asset. However, you won't be able to remove an asset from the Gallery Toolbar if the asset is being used anywhere in your presentation. Another option in the pop-up menu is Update Asset. You'd use this option if the media asset has changed since the last time you imported it into Impression. This way, you don't have to remove it, add it again, and then go back through your presentation to put it back in your scenes. Now I know what you're thinking. What about the middle pane? Let's talk about that now. The middle pane is a preview window for you to preview any of the actors or media assets without having to drag them onto the stage. Simply click on them in the bottom pane, and they'll show up in the preview window. Theme-designed actors will have actions, which you can preview as well. I'll talk more about actions in the Actions and Actors tutorials. This button shows how the actor enters the stage. This button shows how the actor leaves the stage. If an actor has an exchange action, this little icon will show up on the actor and will become available in the preview pane. With the actor selected, you can click on this button to preview the exchange content action. In addition, this icon indicates that the actor has an Add Content action. If I click on that icon above the preview pane, we can preview an example of what happens when you apply the Add Content action. If an actor has any custom actions, you'll see this little icon, and the Custom Actions button will be available in the preview pane. Each time you click the Custom Actions button, you'll cycle through any available custom actions the actor may have. There's also an Import Media Asset button above the preview pane, but it's only available when you're in the Presentation Media category. You can't import your own media into the Theme Designed categories. The last two buttons above the preview pane allow you to turn the preview audio on or off, and clear the preview window. Well, that's about all you need to know about the Gallery Toolbar. Now get out there and tell your story.